Welcome to a new edition of the Leadership Talk Show, brought to you by the Vested Group. You can find out about us at thevested.com. My name is Hillary Patterson, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Johnny Zielinski. And we are very excited today to welcome Tyler Shamblin. Tyler, welcome.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
Tyler, how's it going?
Excellent. How are y'all?
Very good. So we like to just start at the beginning. How did you find TVG?
A lot of luck, actually. So I come from, I guess, what is in the consulting world, industry. So I was previously a consultant and decided to kind of make a career change and literally just stuck the word supply chain consultant into Google and found the job posting for supply chain consultant at the Vested Group. And I was like, oh, well, let's dig in here. And after some interviews and meeting a lot of the team, I was like, man, this is a place that I really want to be. So got through everybody, got to meet Joel and Mac in the final one, and got the okay, so here I am.
Okay, so do you say the word supply chain anymore in public? Yeah, no, I was like, we're all like, ugh, not supply chain.
I know. I was this Thanksgiving and Christmas, I was fielding a lot of questions that I didn't have to in previous years.
Not a dirty word before. But
no, but
like, I'm fixing it right now.
Yeah, say I can't help that there's no razor blades on the in the grocery aisle. Yeah,
I know.
As much as I'd like to help.
I'm punching.
Is that what your degree is in then?
Yeah. So I was originally an accounting major and just didn't really see that it being the way that I wanted to go after graduated college. So went to my advisor, and she was like, well, we're building this program out, but we're placing 100% of our supply chain people in jobs. So I was like, sign me up. And so that's kind of just been my emphasis ever since, and it's been an area that I've liked to grow my career.
Yeah, that's awesome. I keep hearing it more and more lately.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
not
that
a lack of need. Yeah.
I didn't know we had it linked to our consulting positions
yeah.
at the company. So I learned something new today.
Yeah.
Tell us about your family, siblings, parents, significant other, in and outside, and then also where did you grow up? So.
Yeah. So I grew up. I can almost hit like a 7-iron from the TVG office to my home, my original home. I lived at 15th Street in Alma in Plano.
Wow.
And was there all growing up. I have great mom and dad and a sister. And then I've just stayed local. My wife is from South Lake, so all of our family's here, and it makes Thanksgiving and Christmas real easy. Not a ton of travel.
So you're a Plano East guy?
No, I would have gone to Plano Senior High. I actually moved up to Prosper for high school. So my sister did the 1100 graduating class. I graduated with about 150. So we had a little bit of different high school experiences.
Yeah, I bet.
Definitely.
So we always like to ask this question in supply chain. Got to set you up for this. How would your mom describe what you do?
Yep.
That's a good question. I think she would just say something with software. She knows that my emphasis and I guess expertise of supply chain, but I don't think she knows NetSuite or anything like that. So that's a good question. I think I'm gonna have to ask her next time I see her, and just maybe I'll get a recording and get back to you guys.
It's usually like vague. So what would you say that you do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what we do that's most important is we handle projects and get to know businesses inside and out, and that's my favorite part of the job. So I would say that I'm there to ask questions, I'm there to provide insight, I'm there to get collaboration, and so that is to me what I do, but the product of that is the implementation of NetSuite. So it's kind of a unique job in that sense. Not every day is the same, which I really love, and so I guess that's the best that I can describe it. But I love the work, but the product itself is something that just comes along with the dinner.
I don't think you were around when we actually got together, because you're in delivery, correct? Mm-hmm. And yeah, we actually got together and we established a 2 or 3 sentence this is what you can say when people ask you what you do. Were you around for that?
No, I was winging it right there.
It was, yeah. I was gonna say I was 99% sure you came afterwards, but I need to give you that line.
Yeah.
So you can see. I don't think really anybody remembers it. I mean, some people do, and kudos to them.
Yeah.
We should all know it, but we always bump it up against that.
Yeah, of course.
So everyone's answer is a little different, but it's hard to.
Yeah, the
say
elevator
what we do.
pitch.
Yeah, no, I know, and
tough, yeah.
and I was trying to think of that question last night and how to cut it down, but it's not the easiest task, is it?
No, every single time somebody asks me, I start with one thing, and if they give me a yes or no, I just leave it at that.
Yeah. I don't want to put anybody to sleep describing my job title, but
So you started during the pandemic when you're working remotely for the most part, yeah?
yeah. I mean, that's been the nice thing is it's the flexibility is there. So I'm in the office reasonably often, I'd say, and it's really good for the days that I know people are going to be there, and being new to TVG, being new to the industry and consulting in general, that's when I get a lot of great help from everybody there. So it's nice to have that option, because at my previous job we were still remote. I think they actually went back last week for the first time. So it's a unique starting a job during the pandemic, but I think the Vesta Group makes it work.
Yeah, and tapping into those in-office resources is always nice, just on demand. But so I say my next question is, why do you come to work? And it's not necessarily into the office, but like why, what gets you up in the morning and gets you on your computer with a positive mindset?
Yeah, I think like I mentioned previously, I love collaboration. I love working through problems and solving problems, asking questions. I try my best to stay as curious as I can all the time, and so that feeling of accomplishing something, watching other people accomplish tasks and their goals, really is energizing for me. And the kind of work that we do, we get to see that pretty regularly, and so that just kind of keeps me all right. Even though it's a Monday and it's gloomy outside, let's go.
Yeah, that's fun.
All right, so just generally, may not be you, but generally when you're a little kid, you don't think, man, when I grow up, I really want to be in supply chain management. So maybe that was you, but if not, do you remember what you wanted to be when you were little?
Yeah.
I think I was pretty convinced by now I'd be entering my 10th season as the starting center fielder for the Rangers. So
Wow.
I fell just short of that one, I think.
Yeah, okay.
But
We got a lot of aspiring athletes. It's that or medical for the most part.
There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, if John Daniels is listening, I'm available if you need me.
season tickets, I mean.
I'll be cheap, yeah.
So what's your favorite workplace tradition, having been here a little less than a year?
So because starting during the pandemic, the huddles in the morning, those 15 minutes with everybody really is a good opportunity to get to know a lot of people. And we like to have fun with it in the sense, typically there's some kind of question or theme every morning. And so, like we've done, what's your favorite hobby? What movies you like? Motivational things, trivia, and you get like a real quick glimpse into everybody's life, and then also it's a good opportunity to say, hey, I need some help today, and there's always at least a couple of people that say, oh, I got some bandwidth, let's link up later today. So that's been really beneficial for me.
Yeah.
You're actually looking at the founder of Trivia Tuesday and Weird Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
And there used to be a Thirsty Thursday, but that somehow got eliminated.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a trivia.
Yeah, and then
They love a little
also
bit of trivia.
not exactly a tradition, but I think because our desks go up and down, I think I've crushed 2 of Ryan Nebeker's tissue boxes. So I guess that's becoming a little bit of a tradition.
Tell him that he needs to keep his stuff on his desk. If it wasn't for desk creep, it wouldn't be a problem.
The first
right?
time it scared me so bad. I was like, oh no.
Get some yellow caution tape and just put There's 2-3 inches of safe space.
You that's the Dwight Street thing with the ruler and just knock everything back.
Yeah.
Okay, so another thing we like to give you an opportunity to do is talk about yourself a little bit. What do you wish people knew about you? It can be in work, out of work, but just...
Yeah, so this is a skill that I'm trying to work on because I'm really bad about this. I always feel like I'm kind of maybe going to bother somebody, so I don't reach out a ton. But if you do come to me or just want to talk, I am always there, and I do love conversations. Like I mentioned several times, I'm really into collaboration and bouncing off ideas, and so that's something that I wish more people knew about me. That I'm not the best at reaching out, but if you come to me, I'm always happy to talk.
Friendly. We'll just say friendly.
Friendly.
Yeah,
Friendly's a good word. Yeah.
Do you have any hobbies? Anything exciting?
Yeah, so I play golf with my friends on the weekends, and then this last weekend I have 5 races this year, the obstacle course races. So this last weekend was Tough Mudder 10K in College Station, and that was really tough and challenging and but fun. Got some scrapes and bruises, but made it all the way through. Wasn't too hot, thankfully, but yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, that's good. Good time, yeah.
What were you like in high school?
That's a great question. probably reasonably similar to now. I don't
Yeah?
feel like
Don't feel like you changed too much?
I don't think so. I mean, matured. I look back on things that we did as a young dumb teenager. But
How old are you now?
31.
31.
Yeah.
I had you pegged at like 25.
I get that a lot. I still get ID'd pretty regularly.
Enjoy that while you can.
So I just try to keep the baby face as long as I can, I guess.
Got that going for you.
That's a good word. Okay, so this might be a little easy, but what would you say your favorite NetSuite module is?
Yeah. I think that one's pretty easy as well. I'm spent a lot of my time and energy when I started out in design to build. So all of the manufacturing processes, item masters, vendor masters, things like that. I know that falls a little bit into procure to pay, but those discussions and requirements gathering sessions, that's where I'm definitely in my area. And I love, just getting to see like, oh, what does this oil and gas company do? What does this food and beverage company do? And that makes it really, really exciting for me.
The fun requirements sessions. It's like, I hear that together a lot.
They're super exciting.
Anybody say design to build? Now I know who I can come to when I'm having item master trouble.
There we go, yeah.
It's good to know. Are you cats or dogs? I already know the answer to this one.
Yeah, so my wife and I, we have 2 cats. Nothing against dogs. Love dogs, because we keep like a running tally in our head, my wife and I, of the amount of times that we'll say, oh, we have cats, and people just go, ugh, cats. And I'm like, if I did dogs, people would be like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
So
But people are sensitive.
I know, yeah. We try to keep the rally going for cats, make sure we're well heard.
And I love all animals too, and I feel like like dogs just get this like nice buffer of like emotional bias.
Oh yeah.
And it's really ridiculous because I've seen plenty of dogs do bad things. Same with cats.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, your cat doesn't just accidentally kill you one day, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that just isn't.
Cat doesn't bark in your neighbor's backyard all the time. It's like there's all sorts of things that bother me, but back and forth.
Oh, I know. Yeah, when we see like a PetSmart commercial, we'll watch it very closely. We'll be like, okay, there was 10 dogs and 2 cats. That is just not. Where's the balance? Come on, guys. We need some representation here.
Yeah, and that's
Little gerbil in the background.
Yeah.
we got cat
Parakeet.
discrimination.
I know. It's not fair.
Something to think and fight for if you're
Yeah.
watching this. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, so I love this one, but I like food. What would you pick as a last meal? Favorite thing?
Ooh. I would have to go fried chicken,
Okay.
mashed potatoes, and then some kind of green, probably like green beans. Oh, babes. Let's.
Yeah, baby.
Wow. Yeah.
I think I could do that almost every day. Not a big red meat person, but fried chicken's so good.
I thought your last meal you just picked desserts. I mean, like that.
Oh, you got your sweets, yeah.
Yeah, that would just be all in on.
I watched like a YouTube. Somebody just decided to put together a video of like all these people on death row, like what their last meals were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like this one lady, I can't remember her name. It was a serial killer of some sort. And her last meal was like grape soda and jelly beans.
Oh.
Like, sounds like horrible.
Yeah, like it would stick to your stomach anyway.
Yeah.
That's
I guess if there's no long-term consequences, I guess eat whatever you want.
Don't have to worry about what's gonna happen later.
Yeah.
Fair.
all right.
Okay, so we kind of mentioned it before the interview, for those of you that were not here in the room with us. How many pennies would fit into this room, Tyler?
Whew.
Hillary and I, no.
Oh, yes, they're the.
You know the exact answer?
We've hauled a lot of pennies in here.
Okay.
We're holding our breath or not.
I said more than 3 earlier, so I know that that's technically right.
Yep.
I'm going to say 4 million.
Million.
Yeah, way
I
off.
think we had Demarion say something like 52 trillion.
Yeah, we were like, do you know how numbers work? Yeah.
Every penny that's ever existed
Yeah,
This room
yeah.
and will ever.
explodes.
Yeah.
That one kind of cracked me up.
Well, we'll get back to you with the correct answer.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If we could
We'll
get.
email it to you.
I'm-
probably later.
Yeah, I'm going to lose some sleep, so make sure that.
Exactly. All right, so another curious question. If you could be any superhero, which one and why?
Ooh, I feel like I keep doing that before every question. I'll go with Spider-Man. I liked. I didn't really gravitate towards Batman ever too much, just because I didn't like the fact that he didn't have like any real superpowers. He's just kind of wealthy.
A little disturbed.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I always thought Spider-Man was interesting, and his backstory is pretty unique. And but it does limit to you. You got to live in a big major city. You know, you can't live out in the middle of Kansas.
Or prairies. That'd be really bad for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Think about that.
I think they did that in the new movie where he gets to a field and he was like, dang it. He's like, just running across the field. Yeah, I don't really think about that. Another guy the other day said he's like, I'm half Spider-Man, I'm half Batman. He's like, half Spider-Man because I'm broke. And I'm half Batman because I have no power.
That's a good
Very
way to-
accurate, yeah.
He's out of line, but he's right.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. So I guess we'll do one more. What movie were you scared of as a kid?
I remember for the first time, you know, back when I was a kid, you're just scrolling, no guide, and I stumbled upon one of the Chucky movies, and that was absolutely terrifying because I had, you know, stuffed animals and dolls in the house, you know, my sister as well. So I mean, knowing that idea could exist, oh my gosh, it frightened me, and I think I did not get a lot of sleep that night.
Yeah. You must have had cable growing up, because
Yeah, I was just scrolling through channels as a 4-year-old, I believe.
We didn't get Chucky on public television.
I'm gonna say, yeah, we didn't. Yeah, we wouldn't have cable. So,
Probably a good thing.
yeah. We missed a lot of social norms, though. I feel like, you know, if you don't have MTV back in the day, you were in trouble. Yeah.
That would make you what, a 1990 kid?
Oh yeah, born in 1990.
Yeah, that Chucky was like very like mid 90s, like late 90s horror flicks. And I remember my friends used to come sleep over. We're the same age realm and a couple years difference. And my friends would come over, and our guest room where they would sleep was absolutely lined with China dolls.
Oh,
like all the way around the ceiling.
Yeah.
I don't know why my parents did it. It was really weird.
That is terrifying.
Right.
That sounds very 80s.
Right.
Kind of dolls all over.
Yeah.
And it was right in the middle of it all was a giant portrait of a clown.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
and I like think back and I'm like, this is just torture, my friend.
Yeah.
None of them ever wanted to spend the night.
Yes, I feel like they set that up and be like, this is going to be hilarious. I can't wait for this.
But that, like, when you're an adult, you think back about your parents, and you're like, as an adult, like, there's no way I would decorate a room with dolls and put a clown poster. You're like, just what were they thinking? You know, what was the style?
Guys, yeah, I was like, did you do it on purpose? They're like, we thought it was cool.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's one of the great truths to life is you really don't realize how different you are until
Yeah.
you start these conversation rabbit holes and you're kind of, oh my gosh, your family didn't do that? Oh, is mine weird?
Wait,
I thought that was normal.
yeah, that's true. That's a stage of adulthood,
Oh, yeah.
adulting, right? You're like, wait.
Well, Tyler, thanks so much for coming over here and joining us today.
Yeah,
taking
a lot of
away
fun.
from some billable work and
I know.
It's
Yeah.
like, we need it, right? So
Yeah.
get it back there.
yeah, if things are not sped up soon, it's because we distracted Tyler from fixing the supply chain.
There we go. Yeah, I'll get back on everybody's supply chain here in a minute, and I'll get the country up and running again.
Perfect.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Again, I'm Johnny Zielinski. This is my co-host Hillary Patterson. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of the Leadership Talk Show. You can find out more about us at thevested.com or watch more episodes on YouTube. Simply search The Vested Group or Leadership Talk Show. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks.